Oh, the new album is No Beginning, No End, and it's a labor of love. It took me 2 years to write and produce it. Had some really great help with Pino Palladino and Brian Bender. Pino plays bass. I'm sure you've heard of him, and he helped me organize a lot of the bands. And Brian Bender did the engineering. Yeah, Pino's on every album I love from the '90s. Especially Mama's Gun, by Erykah Badu and Voodoo, D'Angelo. I think as a older artist, I'm 35, so this is my 4th album. I know what I want to do, and I think it's really crucial when you hit this stage to really have that power and freedom to just experiment, try different things, trust your own judgment, and also when you're spending your own money, that really helps you make decisions in a different way because you're not wasting it. So I didn't go in and record any song I wasn't sure of. Spend some, gotta go make some more, spend some more. Like an indie filmmaker, basically. And we signed it to Blue Note Records, and it's just been really fantastic. I think it's just sort of a time of a lot of genres, not just in jazz, but in a lot of other things, indie music too, coming together in really interesting ways. I think that's what people, want to hear now, and it's a good time. It's fantastic. We're gonna do a big tour this year, and hopefully put out a new album next fall too. I keep it going. I'm writing now, so yeah, my goal is to have like a really solid body of work, like a 12 album. We were talking about James Blake earlier. I'd really love to do something with him or another sort of London-based producer, combining sort of like more of an indie future vibe with my music. I think that would be really cool. Music just sort of surprised me, like it just kind of came into my life, and I really liked it. I just started singing in high school, and it was really cool. It made people feel happy. So I like the response that my voice and my music brings to people's lives. I still do the writing, especially in my lyrics. So it's kind of like a marriage of both talents. Choir, I was in, all the choirs because there was no guys, it was all girls. So I got to meet all the girls. It's like if you didn't play sports, you had to sing or do something, play music. Yeah, and then I started a band. Like my first band was when I was 16 or 17, and just never looked back.
How does someone so young get into singing jazz?
Through hip hop, through the samples of Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul, Prince Paul, and all those people. And that's how I found out about Roy Ayers and all the Blue Note catalog, and just started collecting music and just really loved it. I just thought it was cool. I think when I got signed, my first deal in London with Giles Peterson, that's when I really thought, okay, this is happening on an international level. And I did some of my first shows in Europe, and it was just fantastic. South of France and Naples, and in the summer, it's just blows your mind, So I think that was when I really realized that people really love my music all around the world, and I decided to take it really seriously. I don't like being slotted into any category, I mean, for me, as long as people listen to the music and have a chance to experience it, I don't really care what it's called. So I'm not so fussy, like I don't want to be this, but I definitely want to be in as many categories as possible. So I would call this soul. It's being marketed as an R&B album and as a jazz album, but I call it soul. My favorite venue in the world is Ancien Belgique in Brussels. That's great. But I think the best crowd, but there's 2 best crowds I've ever played for. One is in Paris, they're always super up for it, and in Oakland, California. That's when people think that you've made it. You know what I mean? For me, it's like, it's very cool. I don't really take it that seriously. We're doing Jay Leno next month too. For me, it's just like a great way for people to hear my music, and it's funny because Charlie Sheen was doing the show with us too. And I actually literally ran into him and almost like tripped him and like broke his leg. I like caught him, and it was just so weird. It's just kind of surreal to step into the celebrity world, which I feel like is kind of a dangerous place for obvious reasons. So I take it very lightly. We've done Conan, O'Brien, Letterman, and then Leno. We're gonna do all the late night, but I'm still the same dude.